Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be switching out my monthly perfume tray. So this is what's left of my perfume tray. I went from like 20 something fragrances to the tray looking a little empty, and that's because I did finish a couple bottles of perfume. I am going to declutter a little bit, but these that are staying are just loves. So today we're going to be switching it out. We're going to be starting a new month. I'm going to be diving deeper into a new set of fragrances. So tray videos are just the perfect way for you guys to know what to expect from my channel for the upcoming month. You're going to be hearing about a lot of the fragrances that are on the tray. You're going to be hearing updates, reviews. You're going to be hearing my experiences with them. And I think that this is just very helpful for myself as well as for you guys, because I get to update you guys very just detailed. I get to really go in, and I love that. I feel like I love to include new items in my channel, but it's not the focus of my channel. I get excited with new products and I love doing reviews, but I also really love just loving the things that I do own. So I hope that you guys enjoy that. Let me know if you like that. If you like that I talk about old fragrances as well as new ones, I want to make sure that you guys are loving the content that I'm putting out. So if you are new and you like anything to do with girly topics, beauty, self-care, body care, fragrance, all of that, don't forget to subscribe before you leave today's video so that you don't miss upcoming uploads. So if you would like to hear more detailed reviews on the fragrances that are currently on the perfume tray, go ahead and check out my perfume tray playlist, where my playlist is put on there, as well as 2 perfume update videos per month, which just shows you half of the month in weeks 1 and 2, and I talk about all of the fragrances that I wore for the first half of the month, what I feel about them, how I am loving them, and then weeks 3 and 4 would be the remainder of the tray. So it's very detailed. So go ahead and check out that playlist, and let's go ahead and let's get started on emptying out the perfume tray. I'm going to be switching out my tray again. I know I change things up all the time, but I want to go back to like my old rectangle tray. So I'm gonna put these trays away for a little bit, and I'm gonna bring out the older one that I used to use. Alright guys, so let's get started with our perfume tray. The first fragrance I am going to be adding to the tray is this fragrance that I got last month, and I want to wear it more. I let it sit for a couple of weeks just to see if the longevity gets a little better, if different notes pop out. That is something that has been happening to me a lot, where I smell the fragrance for the first few times, and then when I go back to it like a month later, I just pick up different notes, and I just wanted to give it a little bit of time. So this is the latest release from Oscar de la Renta, and this is Bella Tropical. It is a beautiful fragrance with pineapple, and I believe there's coconut and vanilla. Really beautiful notes in here. So this is one that I'm really excited to wear because it is getting so unbearably hot here. So these last few months that I have left, I really want to wear just very hot weather appropriate fragrances. So this is going to be the first one. Next up is another new fragrance in my collection, and this was gifted to me by Twisted Lily. This is Raja Perfumes, and this is Oceania. Beautiful bottle. It is just a beautiful citrusy, aquatic, just a fragrance that reminds me of being by the ocean. It's just very fresh, aromatic, relaxing. It's like a fresh of breath air, but fresh like ocean air. So this is another beautiful one, totally unisex, and the longevity on this is amazing. Next up, I'm also going to be adding Juliet Has a Gun Lust for Sun, which was also gifted to me, and this one has been getting so strong on the florals since I've been letting it sit. So this month I really want to wear it, see how I feel about it. I want to make sure that those florals don't give me a headache, don't bother me, because when I smell it from the atomizer, it is getting so like strong on the white florals, and even though it does smell beautiful, it worries me a little bit. So I want to really wear it this month so that I can get my thoughts together on this one. But the dry down of this is so intoxicating because I really get a heavy dose of just beautiful vanilla and coconut and warmth. It just makes me think of like sun-kissed skin. So I really love the dry down of this one. Next up, one of my all-time favorite summer fragrances or just hot weather fragrances. This is Versace Dylan Turquoise. Had to add it to the tray. This type of fragrance for this time of the year for me is just beautiful. I know that this one can come off kind of like cleaner, like home cleaner for some people, but to me, I just get that beautiful guava. It's sweet, but it's citrusy and fresh and woody. It's just perfect on my skin. So this is a favorite of mine for, I guess, like going on 2 years now. It's just so beautiful. Next up, I'm going to be adding a Marc Jacobs Daisy Love Flower, and this is the Skies. This was a limited edition one that they release every year, and I just love this one. It has a saltiness to it. It has this creamy sweetness. It's beautiful. So I definitely want to give this one a lot of use for this month. Next up, I'm going to be adding 2 Guerlain AQUA Allegoria fragrances. I'm going to be adding Limon Verde, which is the most beautiful citrusy. It's like so much lime in here, but then I also get like this sweetness in it in the dry down, and it is just gorgeous, perfect for hot weather. And of course, even though this is discontinued, but I still have to give it love, and it is one of my all-time favorite fragrances. This is Coconut Fizz. I want to use this, but at the same time, I don't want to run out because it's just one of my all-time favorite coconut fragrances. This was just done so beautifully, and it's discontinued, you guys. I hate talking about discontinued fragrances, but it still deserves to get loved. So if you do have Coconut Fizz, we can definitely enjoy it for the heat this year. Next up, I'm going to add one that I was thinking about decluttering, but then I just couldn't get myself to do it because I loved it so much when I first got it. Only reason why I was thinking of decluttering it was because it was getting very sharp on the floral side, which didn't happen to me when I first got it. But I don't want to get rid of it just yet because I really love this one. And this is Burberry Her EDT. It is just a beautiful, it has sweetness in it. There's florals, there's pear in here. It's juicy. It's perfect for spring and summer. And the longevity on this EDT, it lasts longer on me than the EDP formula of Burberry Her. So this EDT on my skin lasts about 10 to almost 12 hours. I can put this on and I can smell it all day long. So, and I'm going to be enjoying it for this month. Next up, an oldie but a goodie. This is just a unisex, fresh, citrusy fragrance, and this is Versace Versense. I have talked about this one a lot on my channel, but this is just the type of fragrance I love to wear here in the heat. It doesn't get cloying, super fresh, super citrusy, and there's also a little bit of a sweetness in here as well, so I really love this fragrance. Next up, I'm going to be adding one of my favorite fragrances to wear to the pool, to the beach, just anywhere where I'm going to be out in the sun, close to the water, and just soaking up the sun. This is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Sun. This is my favorite flanker so far of the light blue fragrances. I love it so much. It has like a coconutty, citrusy feel to it, and it's just perfect for hot weather as well. Next up, we're going to be putting my recent obsession. I have been loving this fragrance. I got the full-size bottle of it. I went through my travel size already, and this is by the 7 Virtues, and this is Coconut Sun. Love it. This is the most beautiful summery. It has that floral, the frangipani is definitely present in here, but you get this creamy vanilla along with coconut, and like they don't describe lime being in here, but I get something kind of sparkly and fresh, kind of like bergamot or lime or something, but it just is a beautiful, fresh, creamy, coconutty fragrance. It's perfect. Next up, another favorite of mine. I think I'm going to be finishing this one up this month, and I will be repurchasing it once I move. And this is by Giorgio Armani, and this is Ocean di Gioia. I have talked about this one before, and I have gave my review on it, but I will be talking about it again. This is the most realistic, juicy pear to me, along with fruity, sweet notes, along with like an ocean breeze in the background, kind of like a very fruity shampoo. It is just beautiful. This fragrance for me is a favorite forever. Next up, I'm going to also be including my original Burberry Her, just because I want to make up my mind on whether I still want to keep my original one, because I've really been enjoying the Elixir, but I sprayed this one the other day and I still love it just as much, so it's probably gonna stay as well. This one's a little bit more powdery. A lot of people don't enjoy the original Burberry Her, but I really love it. It's like a sweet, powdery, strawberry fragrance, and I think it's gorgeous. Next up, I'm going to be adding Ralph Lauren's Beyond Romance. Again, I just want to see if I can go through this bottle. I am trying to use up the fragrances that I noticed I have a big dent on, so that I can finish those up before I move. Sorry about my hand shaking. So yeah, this is just a very sweet, sugary, raspberry fragrance. It's very popular with men. I have heard a lot of husbands like this one in the comments section, as well as my husband really enjoys this one as well. Next up, I'm going to be adding two unisex fragrances that I absolutely love. The first one is going to be Ellis Brooklyn Myth. This to me just smells like a clean bar of soap, which that is not really the type of scent profile that I enjoy, but this one just smells so amazing, and many people don't have luck with longevity on this one, but I lucked out. This lasts hours and hours on my skin and on my clothes, and it projects in the heat here. It just fills up wherever I'm at, and it's just a very clean unisex fragrance. It just smells like, I don't want to say a men's bar of soap, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. It also used to make me think a lot of like Biolage gel, kind of like that type of scent, but I just really love it, and I love the bottle as well. It's so nice. And then this next one is by Juliet Has a Gun. This was released not too long ago. It didn't really get a lot of love. I didn't really see many people talking about it, but every time I wear this one, I definitely have a bubble of scent as well. This is Eco Stratus. It is a very unisex fragrance, but there's something very aquatic to it, very fresh and super refreshing. And it's unisex, but I feel like you can still feel pretty in it. You can still feel feminine. It's just not super girly, if you get what I'm saying, but it is such a stunning fragrance, so I definitely recommend this one, and I'm going to be wearing it some more, and hopefully I still love it as much this month. Next up, I'm going to be adding good old Dolce & Gabbana L'Imperatrice, just because this is the perfect watery, fruity, tart, perfect for hot weather type of fragrance. So this one's going to be going on the tray as well. Perfect for hot, humid, sticky weather. Next up, I want to add one of the fragrances in my collection that has so much sentimental memories and just so much of my happy moments wrapped in one. So this is Gucci Guilty. It was one of my signature scents for so many years. I would say from like 2014 to like 2018, 19, around there. It is beautiful. It is just I consider this so sexy. It is a little like sparkling peppery, which I'm not a fan of peppery type of fragrances, but this is just everything. It doesn't really have a scent profile to me in specific. It's not floral, it's not fruity, it's not sweet. To me, this is more of just like a spicy, sexy, fresh type of scent. It's very unique, and I just have so many memories with this one, and I feel very sexy when I wear this, and I have not worn this in months, so I want to just have those memories again. Next up, I'm going to be adding Mugler's Alien Goddess. Beautiful for this time of the year. Definitely is more on the creamy side, like tonic, coconut, vanilla, a little bit of lime, I believe, in there. I think this one has coconut water, but it's just very tropical smelling, but not in the obvious tropical way. It's not fruity or anything like that. It's just very coconutty, like you're on an island and you're drinking some coconut water straight from the coconut, and the sun is hitting your skin and you have the perfect tan. Your skin is just beautiful, radiant. That's just what this makes me think of. It's a beautiful scent. I love it. Next up, I'm going to be putting another guava fragrance. I've talked about this one before. I definitely want to wear it some more, and this is Floral Street Wonderland Peony. This has just so many sweet, beautiful notes. So there's guava, there's cotton candy. It's just a very sweet floral. I believe there's obviously peony in here, but it's just a very sweet floral, and the guava really shines in this fragrance. So if you love guava, definitely try this one out. Next up, for like a spring evening, I'm going to be adding my favorite flanker from the Lancome La Vie Belle line, and this is in Rose. This is one of my favorite flankers from this line. It has a beautiful warmth to it, but at the same time, it is floral, it is inviting, it's sexy, it's sweet. I believe it also has raspberry in it. I love it so much, and it actually lasts a good amount of time on my skin, so I really enjoy this one. Next is another kind of like warm floral that is super underrated, but everyone who has tried this fragrance that I've recommended them to try it always come back and tell me how much they love it. And this is Coach Floral Blush. The other ones on this line I couldn't really handle. I really do love the one that has pineapple in it, but then it got very screechy and floral and sharp on my skin. But this one, it's warm, it's floral, gorgeous. It is a floral that non-floral lovers will love. So if you're looking for a floral that you can wear, look into this one. You can find it for an affordable price. I'm going to link it in the description box, and it's so good. And last but not least, because this tray has so many good fragrances in it, it's pretty full. So I'm going to be adding this last one, and this is by Victoria's Secret. This is Tea Sugar Fleur, just for those days that I want to pick something up, throw it on, and I know that I'm going to smell really good, feminine, juicy, fruity. It's sweet, so beautiful, so easy to wear, and it's gorgeous. So that is the last fragrance I'm going to be adding to May's tray. All right, so there is my perfume tray for the month of May. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below if you will be wearing any of these fragrances for the month of May, or if you're interested in any of them, if you own any of them and how you feel about them. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And with that said, I will see you guys in my next